First time I did a complicated rust repair, I attempted to press the shape of the back window corner of my Chevelle into the sheet metal with clamps and screws and tables and things. And I thought I was taking a shortcut, and I thought I was going to produce a really smooth curve around the corners that had a really good factory look. It was a bit epic. It turned out to be really hard, and what I've done is I've got an even more complicated rust repair patch here, and I've gone an easier way about it. This Chevelle door is pretty good, although you're going to think it looks really bad, and why did I even bother? There's no rust at all in the skin. I was pretty happy with it, and I did the molasses soak, and the molasses took all the rust out of the frame, and I come to realise it's a bit honeycombed here on the inside, on the front there. Now there's another layer of steel on the inside here that the door hinges pull against. I've had this on the car, I've had it hanging on the car, the door's opening and closing, so I decided I'm going to keep this door, I'm going to use this. So I started with cardboard, stenciled a piece in here, and then I stenciled in a little flat piece to go in there and join the two up. This gap here, I'm closing it up with a hammer. Make a third piece, which is going to be a strange shape in there. And then over here, I'm just going to peen this edge over and weld it. The corner's going to be a little sharp, but if I weld it on, seam weld it on the inside and grind it off, it'll look pretty good. Not the Tin Man's way to get a curve in your material, but it's going to work for me. So there's welding on the inside of the corners. Probably moved a little when I was welding it. It's going to need a bit of a bump and a pinch in here and there. Now a lot of people might say this bluing is proof that I've gotten way too much heat into it. TIG welders can probably weld it without putting as much heat into it, but for me that's just proof that we've got good penetration. Now, this bit of copper is not just going to work as a heat sink for me. Just gives me a bit more meat. Put my earth clamp onto. Maybe I can get the earth clamp onto both the steel and the copper. Now over here we've got an inside corner, so I'm going to put the weld on the outside of the panel and try and smooth that in and fill it out. Look, to start with, I'm just going to trace it out, cut the rust out, and leave like a 1 centimetre margin. Cut away a lot less than what I think I might be patching, because it's for exploration. Moment of truth. It's interesting to see here the molasses has completely removed all the rust. This is just stained metal, and here the rust was sealed in between the skins. The molasses did not have enough circulation to do its job. However, it's quite a heavy piece of steel. I'm not worried about that one. That's the reason why the door was secure and hinging and hanging and looking pretty good on the car. It seems to have opened up just a little. The angle seems to have, it's probably happened when I was welding. I'll bump it in a little and I'll be able to press it back out on the door. You have to wonder if it might have been easier to not assemble the patch off the door, but actually put the pieces in the door one at a time. I can't actually tell which making contact. I think I've got to grind some more of that weld out of it.